You're watching Global Office this month from the Bled School of Management in Slovenia, right in the heart of Central Europe. I'm Becky Anderson, and this is the New Europe's oldest business school. Now, while you might not imagine Slovenia at the centre of management excellence, it's more than just the views which draw the students to this school. This is a leading innovator in business education, and in a moment we'll find out how the West's MBA model is blossoming in what was once the land of Tito. Jim Bolden reporting there on Turkey's Beko. Well, coming up on Global Office, tomorrow's business executives begin the new school year. Can this MBA launch an international career? Welcome back to Global Office from the Bled School of Management in Slovenia. Now, it's the mountains and thermal springs, not the entrepreneurial buzz, that brings most people to Bled. But each year, around 90 students sign up for an MBA here, Slovenian style. And while you won't find this school on any MBA league tables, if it's got anything to do with its visionary founder and dean, it won't be long before you do.
Bringing new generation to the school is always a very touchy event.
Day one of the new school year. The Dean of Bled School of Management, Danica Purg, welcomes her new charges.
So welcome, and know that we are really very happy to see you here.
In the 19 years since she set up the school, Purg's had 30,000 students through her doors. Compare that to Harvard Business School's 97 years, and Bled is still an infant on the MBA scene. But in this part of the world, the idea of a management training program back in 1986 was a radical departure from socialist norms.
In the beginning, nobody understood what I really want to do. So they were thinking that I'm importing imperialism, and I got quite some political problems because of that.
She didn't let those problems get in her way. What Purg had seen in the West, she was determined to bring to the East.
They didn't imagine that I have a dream, that I really have a high ambition to make one of the best business schools in Europe.
Purg was a pioneer. There are now almost 60 management training programs in Eastern and Central Europe. While a regional leader, the school is not quite as international as its dean claims. Look at the name tags here. They're mostly Croatian, Romanian, Bosnian and Slovenian. Just a handful from further afield.
She's a 29-year-old Croatian. She attended her high school in Zagreb.
Most students are from companies doing business in the region. Krešimir Katanik from Deloitte & Touche is a typical example.
One wants to get a relevant knowledge and that's applicable in this market. Definitely this is the place.
If you know what it is.
One surprise, the large number of female students. They make up almost half of this year's intake, a statistic that the world's top MBA programs would envy. A positive legacy from the days of socialism.
One of the very fun things I find is that there's a lot more women in management here than in Western Europe, and it has to do with that, with the fact that finance in the past was something administrative, so something you leave up to women.
Ron Meyer, like most of Bled's teaching staff, is a visiting professor. He's one of Bled's strengths, providing international expertise. He's also an example of why Bled fails to meet Western standards of accreditation. Bill Ridges, who rates MBA programs for the Economist Intelligence Unit, says full-time faculty is essential.
Worldwide, good faculty, it's a really competitive market at the moment, and to be able to attract the best faculty, you have to be able to not only offer top salaries, but you also have to be able to offer really good research opportunities.
Schools in this region can't compete on those terms with the INSEADs of this world, nor will their graduates get the salaries of Harvard alumni. Pay is an important metric for an MBA program. Purg says her school can't be judged fairly against the current league table structure.
We have in this school, as you noticed already, most of the people from transitional economies. And in the transitional economies, the salaries are not as high as they are in Singapore or in North America. And I think that we are a fantastic school without this ranking.
Without rankings, without Western accreditations and without a large full-time faculty, Bled is a business school making a difference to the economies surrounding it. For tomorrow's managers looking to capitalise on the new Europe's transitional economies, the Bled School is a good place to start. Now, 10% of the students here at Bled have got a background in information technology, and they'd be the first to tell you that new technology is both complicated and costly at the best of times. So keeping your information systems simple makes good financial sense. Our hard drive report this month, your top tech tips in 2005. Now, if there's nothing you hate more than working a room, contact book at the ready and orange juice in hand, here's a way to take the pain out of networking. Business cards at the ready, wait for the bell, we're off. And you can find out more about any of the items on this month's show. Please take a look at the website. It's cnn.com/globaloffice. And we'd be delighted to take your queries and questions. Our email address is globaloffice@cnn.com. Welcome back to Global Office from Bled in Slovenia. Now, classical history isn't normally the stuff of boardroom debate and military tactics slightly over the top when it comes to corporate takeovers. So why would you look back 2,500 years when planning your next move? Well, Robin Kerno explains why Alexander the Great's strategic thinking could make the difference to your business model. That's it for this edition of Global Office. We've been the guests of the Bled School of Management here in Slovenia. I'm Becky Anderson. We'll see you next time.